Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Alok once again, and today we are on 31st of December. This year is gonna wrap up in few hours, couple of hours, and today I'm here to just share my learnings and my message to you in terms of what I learned, what I did, and what I can share with you all. See, as you might be knowing, I'm approaching 50 now. Obviously, this experience is not gonna be compared with any other time frame because the knowledge, the learnings, the footfalls, the pitfalls which I learned during this journey is definitely not gonna be comparable. So this day I thought why not to share whatever has happened with me in this 2024 and how I can help you with the message of my own learnings and experiences. So this is all about that. I'll be doing a quick recap of what happened in 2024 and what are the learnings which I had and what I have to say to you in terms of my message for 2025, which is altogether new year coming in front of us. And I always say that this is a blank page. The life is, the time is a blank page on which we need to craft our own stories, right? And it's for every one of us. We all know that we are the creator of our own future. We are the people who are going to make our future brighter. So what all we need to do in the new days, and it should not be applicable to any particular new year. I think it has to be implemented every single day. That's what my message is. So let's go back to the year which has been long and it has given lots of learnings. Let me share with you whatever I planned initially with the year starting in 2024, it did not go well. And this is again the first learning which I got. And it's not only about me. For anybody in this world, whatever you plan is not gonna be exactly the same. Whatever you plan, it has to keep on changing. You plan something, you start doing something, and end of the day you'll receive or achieve something, but it will not go as per what you have thought. That's the biggest learning which I have, right? So everything will go, everything will happen. Yes, you will definitely achieve your dreams, your goals, but the ways you have planned, the thoughts which you have with a step by step process, the way you are gonna go and achieve that, it's not gonna be the same. That's one of the real and practical things which I learned, right? And it is not, as I said, not for the new year, not for any particular person, it's for everyone. So not everything is gonna plan as per your plan, but yes, you have to be consistent, you have to be persistent, you need to show your resilience to reach to that level. That's my first learning. And the same thing happened with me. The first quarter did not go very well as per my plan, but God had different plans. What I was given as a gift is I was doing my normal, due course of actions for my business. And in the meantime, I was given a top voice badge from LinkedIn. I was not aware, in fact, what it is. Later on, when I explored, I thought, yes, this is for the people, a set of people who are really contributing more towards the community, the fellow members, and obviously the platform. So I learned number one is you just need to keep on doing whatever you're doing in the best possible way in order to help yourself, help your community, help people around you. That's the first part. Next, after this happened, it was a boost to me because again, I had thought of something else, but I received something else because I was doing consistently something, right? That something was unidirectional in my approach, not keeping in mind that I'm gonna sell something, not gonna see in terms of business revenue directly, but yes, it was in terms of contributions to my fellow members. That was the first learning. Second, in due course of time, since I had this mindset now to keep on contributing and helping others, even Facebook recognized me as a top creator and it gave me a rising creator badge and conversation starter badge. And this kept on happening. I got multiple badges on LinkedIn and Facebook for my regular contributions. That was my first learning, that you have to keep on just doing, right? Leave apart the results. And I always appreciate what Lord Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita, like karmanya vadikaraste ma phalesu kadachana. You just need to believe in your karmas. Results will automatically appear, right? So that was the first learning which I had, and it gave me different kind of a boost. And since then, the business also took off because people saw me contributing. People saw me trustworthy. People saw me a person who is doing something with a core intent from the heart, right? And that's what everybody wants. Nobody wants to be taught, or nobody wants to get an advice from people who are not trusty enough, not trustworthy enough, right? You need to be credible, you need to be trustworthy. And I always talk about credible authority. So that credible authority is a part of trustworthiness, your expertise, your love, your respect which you are gaining. So this again I learned, and I termed it as aura marketing whenever I talk. So aura is whatever you are doing, whatever people are seeing you doing, that creates an impact on the minds of the people. That is what an aura is, right? So you have to work towards your aura. So that's why I have included this aura marketing inside my coaching program as well, where I'm teaching now what an aura marketing is. So there is this term I have not learned anywhere, but I'm definitely willing to teach how I have done it for myself, and that's the key to my learnings, and that's the contribution which I want to make. Thank you, Anandji, for being here. Okay, now next, I have made a list of few things which the data says. So the data says that I have crossed 5,000 followers on LinkedIn, 6,000 followers on my Facebook profile. I had four or five of my LinkedIn posts which went viral in terms of impressions. So one of my posts got more than 16 lakhs impressions within a week, and the other in the same week it was something around 14 lakhs. So combined together, my two posts got viral in 1 week time, and I had more than 30 lakhs impressions just within a week. That also showed that how good I'm able to communicate with my audience, my people who are loving me, liking me, and the algorithm is also pushing it, right? So those were short form video content which I was sharing with my knowledge or maybe my feeling. So I keep a combination of my knowledge as well as the way I feel, and that's what I communicate with my videos. So the second learning which I had is you just need to keep on doing certain things which even the algorithm promotes. Short form video contents are those things which are really promoted across all the platforms nowadays, right? So that gave me another learning, that it's not only what you have as an expertise, you also need to connect with people who are there as an individual willing to know something more about you, your belief system, your thought process, your learning curve. So all these things I kept on doing. That was my second learning. Third, I wanted to share that I'm a person who travels a lot. So within this year, I have a routine actually. If you might be seeing me for some time, you know that I keep on traveling every quarter. Every quarter, I have to take a break for minimum 3 to 5 days. So I traveled this year also. I traveled to Goa with my family. It was a family vacations. All of my family member, different families, we all were there in a place in Goa for 3 days. Right? It was a rented accommodation for 3 days. We had a good quality time, talking and spending quality time with each other. That was a long-awaited plan as well. Secondly, I from Goa, I went to Pune, where few of my relatives are there, few of my friends are there, where I was most welcome, and I spent quality time with them as well. Because friends, friends are like chatty buddies. Uh, One of my friend was there as a very senior position in one of those financial institutes. Another has his own software firm, and we all had a very good quality time in a very what do you say, a very nice club there, and we spend quality time together with the families and all. Then I traveled to since I'm in Delhi NCR, and in the summers, Delhi is quite hot. The extreme hot conditions are there in summer, so I then traveled to one of those places in Himachal, which is really cool. It was a small village, and that village also gave me a tranquil environment for me to refresh myself along with my family. So I keep on driving. So this time, my son also, he is a grown-up child now. He is 23, and he was also driving this time along with me. So he also drove for around 50 kilometers in the hills, and from there, again, I went to my native place after 3 months again, and we had a quality time with all my uh, distant relatives also. They were waiting for us to meet for long. So every year or at least 6 months, I used to go to my village. I connect with them as well. So this traveling was again a fascinating thing for me because I love driving. I have my car and I love it like my own child. I keep it fit like the way I keep myself. So that was another achievement which I do, because every 3 months traveling is not feasible for most of the people, but I do travel and I've been doing it for the last 15 years. Right. So I've drove lakhs and lakhs of kilometers, which I'll be talking sometime later. This year, these are the 4 places where I traveled. Coming back to the work, I did a weekly training for entire year, and if you leave apart a few of the weeks where I was either traveling or there would be some festival, so if I calculated, if I tell you the number was something around 42 trainings I did. So 42 weekly live trainings I did for my audiences. Right, that's again very satisfying to me, because I had promised and still I keep on doing. Every Saturday at 11 a.m. IST, I do a short training, 15 to 20 minutes, followed by a Q&A session. And that I am on my promise. If because of maybe some festival coming in, or maybe if I'm traveling, I'm not able to do, I pre-announce that. Otherwise, by default, I'm doing a training at 11 a.m. IST, and I do give value and I take questions post that. So it's a live training followed by a live Q&A. So I did 42 trainings, live trainings, weekly trainings, I'll say. Then I did, some master classes, 1 day master classes. These were 7 in numbers. I did some 2 day workshops, which were 4 in numbers. Then I did some challenges. Again, I did 4 or 5 challenges, which were 5 day challenges, right? So 1 day event, 2 day event, 3 day challenges, even 5 day events. I did all those sorts of events to help my audience and obviously build my business, because that is how the coaching business is. You need to give more and more value to your audience to make them sure you are trustworthy. So without the intention of selling something, I just keep on doing all these events to educate people, to let them know that I have something different from other people. It's not about only talking some strategies and giving you some leads and getting you some sales. It's an holistic approach towards making you a good coach, right? Helping you to add on to your skill sets, mindsets, and obviously the technology part, where it comes with a strategy to start building your business, scaling your business, right? So these were the trainings which I did. Against that, what I got. Okay, before that, I'll again tell you, I read 11 books this year. Books from different authors, mostly the self-help books, as well as some books on psychology, some books on sales learning, some books on motivation, as well as some books on sales and marketing. So combinedly, I was just making a list of those things. I read 11 books, right? If you want, I can share the name of the books and the author as well, which I have read this year. I'm just talking about this year, right? And still a few books are there which I'm reading. Currently, I'm reading the book called Influence, right? Half the process, once done, it will be 12 in numbers, right? So that's what I keep on doing. So what did I get out of this? I got more than 100 plus text testimonials, people talking good about me, saying about my approach, saying about how I have been able to help them scale their businesses, saying and mentioning the way my approach is for giving them a personalized and a customized solution to whatever challenges they have, right? So that was my uh, actual reward. And similarly, apart from the text testimonials which I got video testimonials as well. So I have more than 50 plus video testimonials only from this year. If you talk in terms of total numbers, it would be more than 250 or something, but I'm only talking about this year. This year I've got more than 50 plus video testimonials where people have praised about my approach, the way I have been helping them, the way they have got results, and so on and so forth, right? So that was again a learning as well as a reward for my attempts towards helping and coming into this business. uh, yes, this is a business, I totally accept it, this is a business, I do charge money. but the satisfaction of helping somebody to grow and live their own dream lives is beyond any money. Correct? So this is what I got. So out of entire these learnings, now I have, 2 3 messages for you which I have mentioned here. I just wanted to make sure that I don't take much of your time, but yes, I wanted to make sure that whatever I have learned, let me share with you. So I have, 3 outcomes or suggestions for you to apply for your life and business in 2025. What are those things? Let me first talk about it. The first thing which I talked about is you need to first understand and feel yourself, which I felt lagging in a lot of people, a lot of coaches. Since, say, I'm an online coach and I meet online coaches on a daily basis. So every day I meet somebody or the other, right? Now I come to know about their challenges, the way they think, the way they face challenges, the way they move out, the way they do business and work in their lives. So I found one thing, that most of the people are lost in their own minds. Actually, don't take me wrong. I just want to suggest you, this is my learning. I'm sharing you my learning. You have full right to, uh, what do you say, take it or not. But this is what I have learned from my experiences meeting people on a daily basis. People are lost in their minds. They're not clear what they want, why they want, right? So first of all, they should know, and you should be knowing yourself first. Know yourself first before doing anything in this world. Feel yourself first. Feel yourself, that are you the right person in your minds, in your thoughts, in your action for this particular thing or not. If not, it will be very difficult for you to proceed ahead. So understanding yourself, feeling yourself, accessing yourself, analyzing yourself, actually it's a I would say introspections of your own thoughts, actions, belief systems, skill set, everything, mindset, what mindset you are coming with to become a coach. So all these things together is the number one thing which I learned, and that is my suggestion to you going forward in 2025, that you need to first work on yourself, work on the energies which you have, work on the systems which you have in your mind first before putting it in action in some other work. That's the first point, first learning actually. The second learning, which is don't compare yourself with anybody else in this world. You are unique, your journey has been different. If you talk about myself, now people are showcasing their trophies and awards, making them crores. I have made multiple crores long back, and that's a very common thing for me. So I don't say don't show off. Marketing is obviously a little bit about bragging about yourself and showing off. That's okay. But maybe for you it might be a very important thing that you achieved some milestones, but that doesn't mean it is not qualifying you to talk about it. Do it in a decent way, but that's not the criteria of you becoming superficially strong and obviously, what do you say, capable enough of teaching anybody. Now people are generating crore in 10 years time and they're showing their trophies. Or there are people who are generating a crore of revenue, mind it, it's not a profit, and they're showcasing as if they have achieved a lot of things. That's okay on their behalf, but for you to understand who is capable, who is not, don't just go behind, just don't go on the front face of those things. I'll suggest you to go deep inside somebody's life, personal life and professional life, before you getting convinced with them, whether it is me or somebody else, right? Get into the core expertise, get into the intention for which they are there. See how long they're gonna be, because I have seen people vanishing. COVID has been there. There were a lot of coaches, now they're invisible. So I call them COVID coaches. Don't follow those COVID coaches or people who don't have that intention. They're people only who are coming and willing to make early money. If you get into trap of that, definitely you are gonna be, you know, falling short in your dreams and everything. It has happened with me, it can happen with anybody, and it's happening again. So don't just go superficially. Understand that business takes time and you need to put efforts. There is nobody in this world who's gonna work on your behalf. Unless and until you work, nobody is gonna work for you, and you need to create results for yourself. That's why I always say, you must have heard this quote: the best way to predict your future is to create. Now to create your future, you definitely need to work. Work in alignment with, the market research, the audience, the needs, the trends, the technology, and everything, right? So the point is, don't compare yourself. Somebody has started early, somebody has spent already 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years time. Something might be working for them today, that doesn't mean it is going to be working exactly the same for you. So put your brain here. We all are learned people. Put your brain inside whatever you're gonna do. Don't just blindly copy and follow anybody in this world, because everything is subjective. Everything is unique for you as well. That's what my intake is, and I am very strong on it. I always say that everything is working in this world, but that doesn't mean whatever is working for me is gonna work for you, or whatever is working for you or somebody else is gonna work for me. I have to customize and personalize based on my personality, my weaknesses, my strengths, my way of doing it, my aura, my branding, and everything put together. So everything has to be very specialized and personalized. Don't just take away the things which is being told by somebody, like, a mass medicine to your headache, right? Please don't do that. And never compare yourself with anybody. As I'm saying, you have your own journey to travel, you have your own learning trajectory, you have your own speed and pace of learning and doing things. Fix a time. Yes, there would be variations. I'm not saying whatever you plan, as I said, whatever you plan exactly it's going to be the same. But yes, need to have a plan, need to have a direction towards going, and reaching that place, that point of achievement, and keep on doing, right? That was number 2. And coming back to number 3, not everybody in this world is your well wisher. Whether it is your family, whether it is your friends, whether it is your community people, everybody has their own way of perceiving things about you. So not everybody is your client, not everybody is your well wisher, mind it. So whatever you are doing, do it for yourself first, mind it. You should be taking care of your physical health, mental health, spiritual health. Nobody else is going to take care of that, right? So once you do that, then focus on your work and your dreams. Put regular efforts, consistent efforts, and an effort which has to be a balance of quality and quantity. I would say quality efforts to reach to your targets, right? So once you start doing it, you'll see that there are people who might not be loving you or liking you, but still they'll praise you for your consistency, your efforts, and definitely you're gonna reach your targets. So these were the 3 learnings. As I said, I started with the plan, that it's not exactly the way you plan it should go. God has a different plan, and the situations are there which are not in our control most of the times. So you need to just have a plan and keep on doing, keep on going. The path might not be exactly the same which the way you think of, but yes, there are options, there are ways to do it. The paths would be created when you start moving ahead. Don't think of step number 54 if you are not on step number 53. Start with step number 1, go to 2, 3, 4, and as and when you grow, the steps would keep on coming towards you. That's the way I have learned it. So this 2024 is now on a wrap. It's been a couple of hours left. We are at 1 p.m. as of now. Around 11 hours are left, and we'll be saying bye bye to 2024. But before that, let's thank 2024 for this entire learning. I have full faith in God and the Almighty and the superpower, super energies around me who have helped me to grow and achieve all this. So, my gratitude to everybody in my life, my mentors, my friends, my colleagues, my family, which is online as well, everybody for taking me to this place, because your love, your respect, and everything which has shown affection towards me has brought me here. So once again, I'm saying lots of thank you to every one of you. This 2024 has made me a different personality altogether, and I have been able to help lots of coaches grow into their own businesses, because I work with heart, and that's why people call me. Few of my clients tell me, and they have given me this title as a coach with a heart. So I'm a coach with a heart, and my program also talks about it. My program is not a program, it's a feeling. I always say it's a feeling. It's a creation for somebody who wants to grow ahead in the life without putting anything on risk, right? So I put my 1000%. The only thing needed from yours whatever you do with full energy, full focus, full concentration. And yes, you need to be coming with a mindset of growth, growth mindset, open mindedness to learn something new. And you need to create a community around you where people are of the same mindset, growth mindset. If you uh, put yourself inside a well, you cannot think beyond that. I have seen a lot of people still being in the well, and they are thinking that this is the only world which where they are, right? So you need to come out that shell, come out the well, see the world is beautiful beyond that as well. Don't just stick yourself to something which is uh, not fruitful, right? So once again, wishing every one of you a very happy, prosperous life as well as a business in 2025. And let's say a big thank you to 2024 for making us what we are today. So thank you so much for watching me live. I'm looking forward to your comments and any question which you have related to your business, or if you are stuck in any of the reasons because of which you are not able to grow in your coaching or freelancing business. I'm there to help you out. My coaching program, the new feeling, as I said, coaching access beyond comparison. Everybody is liking it all and it's almost booked. I'm just having one slot free. If you are okay, we can have a discussion. So you can comment here as well, comment X to let me know if you are interested, and we are gonna make it happen for 2025. So once again, a big thank you to 2024, and bye bye. When coming 2025 with the double energy, double pace, double uh, impact which you are gonna create in this coming new year. So once again, thank you so much and wish you a very happy new year. Bye bye.